For the past several years, in fact, at least 30 years, PWC has taken part in hanging lights and spreading holiday cheer downtown in Fayetteville. It's always been a joy to do. I've done it myself for the last 13 years, and it's something that I wish everyone can grab a hold of and have a little part to deal with. Usually it starts around Veterans Day. We go to a site off 301 that is owned by the city. Used to be the old dog pound. That's where they store all the wreaths and sprays and everything. We have them hanging on racks. As we take them down, we hang them in a certain order so we can put them back up the following year. So that's around the first week right after Veterans Day. We usually try to get them out. We'll hang all the big wreaths from the bucket trucks first, and then we'll come through with ladders, one team on each side, hanging all the sprays through the area. After we get everything hung, we come back and we cut all the photo control boxes on, which basically gives us control to have them on during the daylight instead of waiting for night. And we go through and make any repairs or adjustments. Usually right here is the biggest part. We have to usually change out plugs. Anywhere from 30 to 40 every year we have to change them out. So once we identify and mark them, we'll cut the power back off and we'll change all the plugs out and then cut it back on, make sure everything's on. We like to have everything on and ready no later than the Friday before Thanksgiving week, because every Friday after Thanksgiving is when they do the lighting ceremony. My favorite part of being involved in the holiday lighting installation down here is the look on people's faces, because they know the season's changing. These businesses really rely on this time of year. Small businesses is what makes this country so good, and it just brings a lot of joy to their faces because they're getting excited, they're getting amped up. You'll actually see them start putting stuff in their store windows at the same time we're doing this. So it's just a total turnaround from summer into the winter after Halloween usually. You don't want to take them down definitely when they're wet, because they will mold and they'll deteriorate. They need to be dry when you hang them. When we go to install them, what we'll usually do is try to make sure we pick the best days of the week to do it. Usually we won't be out here in the rain because traffic is really tight through here and we're already taking up lanes, especially with the trucks. So if need be, we'll just kind of flex a day or two here and there. That's why we allow ourselves 2 weeks total to get these things up. Because right through here especially, it can get really chaotic. Especially working off the ladders and everything, you don't want to do that while it's raining. So we usually try to flex with the weather, which can be, tricky at times, especially in November, and really when we take them down in January, it can get real dicey. So, but usually we'll try our best to kind of work around Mother Nature the best we can. I've been doing this for 13 years. This holiday tradition down here, the Dickens itself, I mean, these businesses really do the best they can to put this thing on. The city, the community, it's inspiring for people. It's the one time a year everybody comes together and everybody just seems to enjoy it. The traditional clothing, the horse-drawn carriage rides, everything. It's very important to keep something like that going, because in this world, in this day and time, there's less and less of that. And the community and unity you feel when you walk these streets during that whole day, I mean, it's a whole day event. It's just awe-inspiring. My message for this year, this time of year, for some holiday cheer: number one, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Come down here, support the downtown area, support these businesses, support your community, your fellow neighbor. This is the time of year when we can all give a little and we can expect to do more for ourselves and for this community.